Happy birthday. Born on the 24th of April. Now, that's a very lucky horoscope to have. You are born gifted as a creative and imaginative person. You will travel the world and do business everywhere you can. You will be able to have the magnetism of the sun, making your ideas very original. And you'll be a person who will do things on a very big scale in the fashion industry, in the beauty industry, in the hairstyling industry, in the interior decorating industry, in the landscaping industry, wherever creativity and imagination is to be seen, you will do wonderfully well there. You are a person who is going to marry somebody very, very rich and maybe very, very powerful. It's all up to your outlook. And you'll be able to have a wonderful family in your lifetime as well, but you'll have to control that bad temper of yours. You will have to control that rebellious streak in you. And you'll have to be definitely don't want to be argumentable. Don't argue too much. And tell yourself don't dominate either. If you can stop all these things, you'll have a wonderful life with the support that you can have to do things on a big scale in many, many countries. Yes, you will go and settle down in different countries. You will love the life of glamour. You could be a great entertainer in any form. You could be a person who could be articulate and speak wonderfully well and be a great writer as well. You could be doing so well in the food and beverage business as well. You are very flexible in everything that you know how to do. And you can have a wonderful family too. Just control that anger planets in you and everything will be fine. The calendar year 2020 is going to be a problem for you, but it only can trouble you up to 40%. But even then, so while you are in 2020, don't take risks of any kind, whether financial risk, love risk, body risks of any kind. Tell yourself that 40% negative coming from 2020 can upset you. Planets of 2020 are moving very, very fast. And when they move fast, they are like a slippery slope. They make you miscalculate and misinformation, and they make you do mistakes before you even know it. So go slow in 2020 and you'll do better. Now it all depends. It all depends on what age you are going to be in 2020. That's something that I don't know. All I know is I'm talking of somebody born on the 24th of April, and I'm giving you some information about 2020. So I'm going to imagine some ages to give an example. If you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or 78 or even 87, you're going to be one very lucky person even in 2020. The power of these ages will override any difficulties from 2020, but no harm still being careful and slowing down in your plans as well. You will be very lucky of these ages meeting people who will help you, being able to be getting married, to be able to buy that big house, to plan a business. Some eventful things will happen during these ages. I'm going to give you another sample of ages, which is also very lucky. And if you happen to be the ages of 20 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56 or 65 or 74 or 83, you're still going to be a very lucky person. And the level of creativity and imagination will still be there. And these will be very important ages where you will do some very eventful and powerful and good things for yourself. You'll meet that wonderful people and the ability to form partnerships, whether personal or in business or anywhere else. I'm going to give you some sample of ages. You have to be a bit careful. Be cautious if you are the ages of 18 or 27 or 36 or 45 or 54 or 63 or 72 or 81 or even 90. Tell yourself accidents of all kind can take place. Accidents can be physical, they can be verbal, they can be emotional. Things will go very wrong very, very fast in 2020. So don't get yourself into embroiled into so much financial areas or so much emotional areas or health areas problems. Be careful everything that you plan to do. Don't let it get out of hand. Don't want it to grow too big because the fall will be even worse. I'm going to give you another sample of ages. And if you happen to be the ages of 22 or 31 or 40 or 49 or 58 or 67 or 76 or 85, you also have to be very cautious in 2020. One little slip here and there, and whether it's business, whether it's job, whether it's financial, whether it's romance, whether it's love, whether it's family, or whether it's health, things can go very quickly out of control. And you will see that very fast you will be at the losing side of things. So minimize your exposure to risk if you're of these ages which I've just mentioned. Minimize everything to a minimal of risk. So you see, now I'm going to talk to you about your health. I don't want to say too much, but born on the 24th, you will have a good health constitution, but you can also have a stomach which is very sensitive, especially the bowels very irritable. And you can have problems in your lower spine area where the nerves are going to be pinched. And you will also have lungs which may be weak. So your sinusitis may contribute to even lung issues. Well, I don't want to say too much about your health because I have too little information. If I can have your full date of birth and your time of birth and be able to look at your palms, palms are the most important things to look at. Nobody will have palms like yours. And when I can have a look at your palms, then I'll be able to tell you exactly what's going to happen for your next 9 years. Because I have a scheme for you that will cost you USD $50 to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information apart from the next 9 years, what's going to happen to you. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers. There is a system how to do this, and I'll teach you that. I'll show you how to reach into that supernatural energy that you have, that I have, that everybody has. The trick is how to connect to it. It's there, waiting for you. And I'll show you how to do that. People who become so lucky, so famous, have such a spectacular life, the ideas they have are out of this world. They have made this connection. A human being on his own cannot do that. And I'll show you how to make that connection. So this 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50, would be really worth your while. So send me that email. If I've not shown it to you, here it is. Send me that email, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. And we'll get down to having this 90-minute session on. And that will make you be very safe and to do the best you can for your next 9 years. I wish you a happy birthday. You are a special person. You are born on a lucky day. That's something very powerful to say in astrology, because the alignment of planets when you were born want you to be famous and want you to be rich and want you to be all that. So every chance you have the opportunity to do that. So let me help you in this 90-minute session. Well, happy birthday again. Goodbye.